They say follow the science. I say follow the money. Tonight we're breaking down what they don't want you to know. And while the bureaucrats try to fence it off, and the guy running the entire health apparatus, RFK Jr., is out here popping methylene blue, getting TRT shots, and preaching clean living, while letting the FDA drag his feet, is hypocrisy at the highest level. Or is it? Or is it that the deep state is so strong that even the guys with good intentions, we've been very critical lately, but maybe the guys with such good intentions go in there, but the deep state is so implanted that there's no way to break it down. There's no way to get past it. You know, it's hard for me to believe that all these people get into Washington that say certain things, and then once they get there, they all change their tune. It has to be something very dark, right? It has to be something very dark there that's controlling. Now, I want to talk about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He sold himself as a health crusader, anti-toxin, anti-pesticide, holistic vibes. Hell, he went viral chugging methylene blue, right, like Gatorade. But now he's the head of HHS, the umbrella under the FDA, CDC, and NIH. So why allow the government to keep proving things out of our reach instead of keeping us on pills to treat the symptoms instead of fixing the problems? Pfizer has not cured anyone, have they? They've not cured anybody. They don't, when you go to the doctor, they're not telling you to work out, eat healthy, or none of that stuff. They're giving you the next pill to treat the symptoms. Now, look, man, I like RFK Jr. I like his style. And I agree with his personal lifestyle, his anti-aging stuff, lifting weights, being hard to kill. I guess you really, you got to be hard to kill when the CIA killed your whole family, right? Now, he's done some things. He fired the CDC director and stacked his panel with his own people. He promised to crack down on pesticides and ultra-processed foods. But the Make America Healthy Again report softened into, we'll study it more later. Check out this video here.
Potential setback for Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in his push to restrict pesticides in ultra-processed foods. An upcoming Make America Healthy Again report does not signal any intention to eliminate pesticides, instead calling for more targeted and precise pesticide applications and programs that would help to decrease pesticide volumes. It also calls for a government-wide definition of ultra-processed food. The draft report, first reported by the New York Times, comes as a follow-up to a report in May with officials pointing to factors that are worsening the health of American children. RFK Jr. saying this in his January confirmation hearing.
Something is poisoning the American people, and we know that the primary culprits are changing food supply, the switch to highly chemical intensive processed foods.
The health department is declining to verify the draft's authenticity, with the White House saying unless officially released, it is speculative literature. While many have pushed for pesticides to be removed, questioning the impact to health, some groups lobbied against new recommendations. The Secretary of Agriculture telling reporters this month,
there is no chance that our current system of agriculture can survive without those crop protection tools.
The administration has already moved to phase out artificial food dyes and fast-track approval of natural alternatives.
So RFK Jr. will not target ultra-processed foods or pesticides in the latest MAHA efforts. This was just a few days ago, August 18th. So his campaign voice was holistic crusader. In power, is it a typical politician backpedal, right? Now, he purged the CDC director overnight. You should be able to push the FDA to do these other things too. Or is the deep state that bad? I want to know your thoughts, man. Leave them in the comments, right? We've been very critical lately of things, and I always say no one's coming to save you. But it is odd how often this is happening. People that had specific voices. We had Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, all these folks. They get in and then they change their tune completely. Okay. Just like we have now 600,000 Chinese coming over to go to college. Now, you would think that, especially RFK Jr., I mean, look at the guy. He looks better than most 20-year-olds. That he can push the FDA to answer the petition on NMN, but he hasn't, right? NMN expects FDA answer on MPA expects FDA answer on NMN citizen petition. Could trigger drug preclusion policy challenge. So this was just yesterday, the 27th, right? Now, if we look back, RFK Jr., October 28, 2024, bravo to the MPA for fighting against FDA's war on public health. And he reposted FDA faces new lawsuit with the MPA over anti-aging ingredient NMN. Well, now we're at the crossroads, right? We're at the crossroads with this because they're trying to make it a drug. But if you look at RFK Jr., let me just break up one more layer of potential hypocrisy, maybe. RFK Jr. is on testosterone replacement therapy. He said it on the Lex Friedman podcast. He said it in other podcasts as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. Lots of men run it, especially as they age. But here's the play. The DEA has tried to strangle TRT telehealth clinics, saying you need an in-person visit before getting a script. After backlash, they extended the telemed loophole until December 31st of 2025, which is close, right? So before, getting on testosterone was very difficult. You had to go in, get your shots every week done by the doctor. When telehealth came, they sent it to you, do it yourself. So he's on testosterone, but it's staying under scrutiny, right? Now, if you're a regular guy, you go to your doctor and you're trying to optimize your hormones, you get roadblocks. But if you're confused about your gender, they'll load you up with whatever hormone cocktail you want. No questions asked because of health, right? And we know the detrimental factors of men when their testosterone drops. And that's not science. Going in there getting hormone cocktails because you want to change genders. That's ideological clown world. And RFK Jr. hasn't done a damn thing about it. He needs to push back on that. It's holistic for him, but silence for you, right? This is the sort of things that really irritates me about this whole, the past months, man. Like things that should be happening is not happening. Look, NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, is the raw material your body uses to crank up NAD+, the molecule that fuels energy production, DNA repair, and cell resilience. NAD+ drops as you age. NMN can push that back up, right? NMN is one of the most researched compounds there is for longevity, lifespan support. It boosts NAD, which declines with age, tied to cellular repair and longer health span in preclinical research. This was Harvard, Dr. David Sinclair, okay? Blood pressure. How many people struggle with blood pressure? I struggle with it. Blood pressure and vascular health may improve, right? Or it does improve, right? It reduces arterial stiffness. Small trials suggested that it fixed the systolic BP in older adults. Metabolic support, improved insulin sensitivity and glucose control in trials with pre-diabetics. We have people pumping Ozempic. We have people pumping all these terzipatide or whatever it is. All these type of things that could potentially be harmful. We don't know. There's not enough research out about it, but there's a lot of research about NMN that will reduce this, get you off the diabetic medications, right? Fix your blood pressure and all these sort of things. But they're not doing it. Helps with muscle mass and strength. Studies show increased mitochondrial function, oxygen utilization, and exercise endurance. And get this, animal research shows reversal of age-related muscle loss. So as you age, you start losing muscle, okay? And muscle decline is 100% tied to longevity. The more muscle you have, that's why it's important for you to pack on as much muscle as possible and to keep it as long as possible because it can help you with longevity, to live longer, right? Look at muscle wasting diseases like cancer, HIV, AIDS, these sort of things. They're muscle wasting. Not to mention cognitive function. NAD replenishment linked to better memory, learning, and protection against neurodegeneration in preclinical models. energy production, higher NAD fuels, mitochondria, improving stamina and recovery after workouts or fatigue. DNA repair. They say anti-aging, I say reverse aging. It activates SIRT1 and 3 proteins tied to DNA repair and cellular survival. Immune function supports immune cell health at the cellular level, resilience against age-related decline, right? So skin appearance, there's been research showing healthier skin elasticity and reduced signs of aging, reverse aging. Cardiovascular endurance, humans that they've studied, their VO2 max is improved in older populations. So you have overall vitality. They had trial participants report increased energy, better sleep, sharper mental clarity, and reduced fatigue. And they were dosing anywhere from 250 milligrams to 900 milligrams. That proved generally safe in short terms. So it's not anti-aging, it's reverse aging, right? Since I've been on NMN, I've noticed a better recovery, sharper focus, and stamina, like I'm rolling the clock back. And I'll say it straight, NMN has changed my life. And the thing is that they could help so many people, but they're trying to remove it, not because it's harmful, not because they're scared it's going to hurt people, but because it's going to help people, along with other various other things. A lot of peptides are removed by the FDA, not because they're harmful, but because they help. Harvard researchers talk about it reducing blood pressure, protecting heart, boosting muscle, brain function, even rewiring the longevity in the body itself. So why does the government not want you to have it or these other compounds? It's because healthy people don't make Pfizer rich. Empty hospitals, people aren't getting rich. Now, the dirty play was in 2022, FDA cleared NMN excluded from supplements because a pharma company filed a drug trials first. Classic drug preclusion kick. Almost overnight, Amazon banned NMN. Black Forest still sells it as of today. But who benefits? Big Pharma. They get exclusivity and can charge prescription rates or just remove from the market. FDA, they tighten control over who gets it to sell longevity and health. Retail platforms have said they stay safe and just removing it from their shelves completely. And again, the NPA and some of you guys helped with the petition. I got to go sign it. They sued. The court paused enforcement, and they were supposed to answer by July 31st, but they missed it. Now they're saying that it may be in a few days in September. Convenient delay, right? Meanwhile, NMN is in limbo right now. But come September, it could be gone. The pattern is clear. They don't want you healthy. They want you dependent. That's why when you go to the doctor, they talk nothing about getting in shape, eating healthy. They don't give you a diet plan and these sort of things. Now, I believe RFK Jr. when he sells the holistic, right? I believe something's up there that's so deep and dark that just stops. He wound up backpedaling on the pesticides. He's on TRT while men across America get hassled by the regulators, unless you go say you want to be a chick that wants to be a dude. He chugs methylene blue but won't touch NMN policy or TRT policy. FDA kneecaps NMN access to protect pharma profits. Again, but if you're confused about your gender, man, Big Medicine has a hormone menu waiting for you. If you want to actually be strong, resilient, and reverse age, they'll ban it, regulate it, or drag their feet on it. Put it in limbo so you never see it, right? That's not public health, that's control. A control mechanism. Like RFK Jr. says, he believes what we're eating is very harmful to us. I believe it. You look at obesity over the years, America was not like this before. You almost can't eat healthy. You have to eat extremely healthy to be slim, right? When I was eating moderately healthy, working out very hard, I was gaining fat. But growing up, I'd see muscle-bound dudes eating fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, yoked, six-packs. What happened? And why did he get shut down? Why did he get shut down? I think we all know. But I think, again, he has good intentions, right? Now, the bottom line is that you got to be hard to kill. Like I said, the CIA took this man's whole family out. This is what you do. You got to become hard to kill. This dude looks better than men half his age. And I saw him do the workout with the military the other day. You know, I mean, he did a great job. And that's the type of approach we need. I know that, you know, he worked to get the fitness test put back in school. I remember doing it growing up. I think that's a great thing. But the bottom line is that we need to be healthy and fit. 100%. I talk about this constantly because I truly believe it. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to compete on stage. I want to be athletic, agile, healthy, strong. And so the bottom line is too, is because you may only have a few days, stock up on NMN while you still can. I use it every day, have for years. Once that FDA caves the big pharma, it's gone from shelves and locked behind a prescription paywall, and you'll never see it again. So I asked my homies over there at Black Forest Supplements to run a BOGO, buy one, get one free on all Black Forest products right now. My NMN protocol is the cornerstone of my reverse aging stack. It's giving me recovery, energy, focus more than anything else. And I'm not sugarcoating, guys. It works. I've been preaching this. Okay. The suits don't want you independent. They don't want you strong. They don't want you dangerous. That's exactly why I'm telling you to take action now. Okay. I'll put the link in the description, but make sure just taking a pill ain't going to do it. That's going to be a force multiplier, but you got to put in the work, got to put in the effort. You got to pay attention to what you put in your mouth and get to lifting, doing cardio and all those sort of things, right? Again, I call it anti-aging. They call it anti-aging. I call it reverse aging. While the elites hoard it, the FDA drags his feet. And RFK Jr. is a holistic politician, but you know, I'm going to say what they want. This protocol will change your life. Staying in shape will change your life. Don't wait, don't comply, and don't get left behind. You have to be hard to kill, guys. Anyway, hopefully this information helped. I wanted to do this video because at the time that it could get shut down, you guys been on the ride with me. You guys take the same supplements. A lot of you guys are doing my hard to kill workout program, and you know how serious I am about this. And I want to give you the heads up before it's too late. Unfortunately, I don't see all the hoax, the list, that just is not going our way. I don't see this going our way either. I just don't. And I want you guys to stock up before it gets too late, man. Buy one, get one free. You can't beat it because NMN is not cheap. You look on the internet every damn where. It's not cheap. So I asked them to do me that favor, do me that solid for my people to give them a chance to stock up on it. It's just like everything else, man. You know, you got to stock up when you can. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, share, go hit the link, go get the BOGO. It's on all products too. So if you want to go pick up Turk, the other gear as well, Berberine, what have you. And anyway, if you need information about what works for what, got a lot of old videos on it, but just drop a comment. I'll try to respond to you. Anyway, guys, remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous, and most importantly, stay hard to kill.